On day 3 of our Eastern European tour, we left for the Czech Republic, but not before making a quick stop in Dresden, a town completely rebuilt after being flattened in World War II.
The famous German markets that you see all around the world today in town squares and everything. This is where it all began, this city, the birthplace of the Christmas market.
Oh, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this? We're never that far from home.
After a short lunch break, we were off to Prague.
Thank you.
Buon appetito.
Thank you.
What's your impression of Dresden so far?
The coolest place ever. They have great Hawaiian pizza and curry.
The place to get Hawaiian pizza.
Hi, I'm Andrew, also known as Gunnarolla, a musician and world traveler. This summer, Contiki invited me on a tour through Eastern Europe. In 13 days, we visited 6 cities in 5 countries: Berlin, Prague, Vienna, Budapest, Krakow, and Warsaw. I saw some incredible sights, made some awesome new friends, and had the adventure of a lifetime. This is the story of Eastern Road.
If you ask me, Joe, do you recommend a good bar? I'll just say Prague, because you walk down the street and there's just a mountain on offer of all sorts of nightlife. Central Europe's largest nightclub is in Prague. It's called Karlovy Lancny.
When we arrived in Prague, we connected with our local guide who took us on a walking tour of the city. We learned about the history of the old town, and we also visited some sites where Hollywood movies have been filmed.
Avon, it's a river, wild river. While you're touching, you have to concentrate on your 3 wishes.
What would you wish for if you could have 3 wishes? Why not? Tell me one. Tell me one.
I don't have to think about this. This is like
On the spot.
too much on the spotlight right now.
I wish for Amy to come up with a wish. Tell me where we're going. What are we doing today?
We're going bike riding.
Around the city!
I'm Kat, this is Sasha, this is Vlad. We're going to take you on about a 2-hour ride.
A biking tour through Prague was the perfect way to explore the rich history and sights of the old town, including the Jewish quarter, which was once preserved and meant to be an exotic museum for an extinct race. Along the way, we came across some sculptures by Czech artist David Černý.
Notice that the pond that they're pissing in is in the shape of the Czech Republic. One man is pissing in Moravia and the other man is pissing in Bohemia.
As our biking tour continued, I realized that there would be one major challenge:
Your bike's going to feel like a jackhammer for just a minute.
cobblestones.
When John Lennon was assassinated, a group of students came and painted a portrait of him on this wall. They woke up the next day and it was still there, and it was still there, and it was still there. And this made it unique because most graffiti was removed pretty quickly. Make sure you get a chance to sign. Marco.
Hello.
There you go.
Going on the regret bandwagon.
Stay dead.
With some free time that afternoon, we knew that there was only one attraction that we had to see.
So, we're heading to the Sex Museum. What do you think we're gonna see there?
Penises and vaginas.
Darren's leading us to the Sex Museum.
He's been there before.
He knows. Classic, the sock. So?
It's not very comfortable.
Can I get a submissive look?
Look, everything can be sexy now.
We saw the vaginas and we saw the penises.
We did. Your prediction was accurate.
Thank you.
Were you satisfied with that experience?
No, I was not at all. Did you see that?
Just like real life. The Sex Machines Museum is definitely something you'll have to see for yourself. Just know that there's obviously only one thing that you'll have to do after such a sexy time. I did it. Later that day, we visited the site of a nuclear bunker.
Please come closer, don't be afraid, I'm not gonna shoot you. We're gonna go down quite deep and the whole space is quite small, so I hope there's nobody claustrophobic here.
Here we go!
It's just got in action.
You scared?
Little.
The bunker was set up like a museum where we learned about the history of these types of spaces and got a feel for what it might be like to have to stay in one.
You will need the survival guide to continue surviving even in this hostile world. You got Morse code and everything.
We ended a very busy day of sightseeing with a meal at a restaurant in the city center, featuring traditional music, dance, and games. We had a sexy time in Prague and I'd love to come back one day, but for now, our next stop would be the city of music and the city of dreams, Vienna, Austria. Next Friday on Gunnarolla. We're here in the happiest place in the world! Snap, 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 snap! We're all dressed up for our orchestra night. Totally fell asleep. You ready?